All right, I'm on hole number 4 of the Monster Marsh tournament. I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Hole number 4. All right, hole number 4. Oh my gosh, is this hole number 4? No, this is hole number 1. Excuse me. It's hole number 1 of Sunshine Glades. I was like, man, that seems like hole number 7. All right, there's a bunch of different ways to play this hole depending on what tour, what level you're playing at. So if you're playing expert, pro, probably even masters, this rough bump over here is definitely a workable shot. More than likely, that's the shot that I would take if I was playing in an upper divisional bracket. In rookie, however, we can go over and come at it. And if you've got upper developed stuff, this is definitely a hole for a QB. Definitely. Now, it'd be nice to bring a Kingmaker because of the side spin. And that way we have to use very little, if any, curl. We'll have to use a little. So, QB, Kingmaker. And there's a serious hole-in-one shot on this. So if you're playing a rookie and you've got an upper developed QB, you've got a really good shot. This is another one of those holes that I see a lot of people have upper developed extra miles, and you know if you got an upper developed extra mile that you got an upper developed QB because the QB is common. And they're married to their extra mile. So we've got a level 7 extra mile here. This person more than likely has probably at least a level, I'd say probably a level 8, between 8, 9, or 10 QB. And yes, you can bring a smaller ball. I can never figure out when people do that because he has no idea where it's going to come out on the other side, on how they set those shots up. And then they hit it 2 rings great to the right, to the left. I think we're going for a wild ride. So you bring a super inaccurate club. I mean, it's not that a QB is super inaccurate. I mean, as it gets to that level right there, it's 2.1 per ring. But this is a setup shot. And being able to come here and get it done with a super accurate club is definitely beneficial. I'm about 2 rings off, and I'm right up at my red line. So it's 2.9. That's almost 3 rings. And here's the inaccuracy of this shot is I'm going to put some curl on it, and I have no idea how much curl to put on. And 2 rings great to the right. And just feed it up there towards the cup. So the deal is we can work that number and try and pick a stable spot for that curl where it's like where you're rubbing up against the white ring, or you're just outside the white ring, or you're half a ball outside the white ring, and try and work that number and then figure out the backspin, side spin. But you've got a serious shot at hole-in-one there. But the key is to get on like that, make your eagle putt. This is a birdie hole with a 100%. You have to get an eagle on this hole. Okay, I don't need the hole-in-one. What I need is an eagle. And there's going to be a ton of people in your bracket that are going to get eagles on this hole every single time. You know, when we talk about holes that you have to get an eagle on, this is one. And I'm getting a little lag here, so I'm getting lag because my battery's almost dead and I'm uploading videos at the same time, and I don't know how it got dead so fast. But you have to get an eagle on that hole, and it's super easy if you've got upper developed clubs. So don't be married to your... The deal is when you first start playing this game, you get that extra mile in your bag, and you came from a rocket. You came from a basic club to a rocket, and then you got that extra mile, and now the game changes because now your extra mile... And I will tell you right now that it's just like in real golf. That extra mile will pay dividends. There are tons of holes where that extra mile will pay for itself over and over and over and over and over again. But don't be married to that. Okay, there's a lot of holes in this game that you don't need that distance. What you need is accuracy, and you need the maneuverability of a club like a quarterback. So I'm going to keep my rocket in my bag. I'm going to have a rocket as my accurate club until I get to tour 4, and then I'm going to start, as soon as I get that QB, I'm going to use that QB, and there's shots here, like look at the shot critically and go, hey, this is a layup shot, QB. Hey, this is a shot where distance is the factor, extra mile. Possibly, depending on the hole, big topper. Big topper hits farther than an extra mile, even though the distance, even though you look at distance, 217 versus 232, or 236 in this case, the big topper's got 100% topspin, so it's going to hit farther if there's no obstructions in the way. So don't be married to your clubs. Look at the clubs that you have and pick the best club for the hole that you're shooting. That's one of the benefits of being in a tournament, is you don't have to declare a bag. One of the things I wish that Playdemic would do is that you have to declare a bag. So like for this round, I would really have to sit down and declare a bag and say, okay, this is the bag that I'm going to play in this round of the tournament. And when you get to that hole and you go, man, I wish I had an extra mile, but I brought my QB. Or wow, I really wish I had a QB and you brought your extra mile. You know, you don't have to do that. You can go, we're in between holes, I can pick another set of clubs and I can take just the perfect clubs for that hole. So, you know, don't be married to your clubs. If that's not the best club for that hole, then don't bring it. And I see people shoot that shot right there with an extra mile all the time, and I'm like, man, you got a level 7 extra mile. You must have at least a level 8, 9 quarterback, and a level 8 or 9 quarterback is a much better club for that hole than an extra mile. All right. I was on a soapbox there, I think. Pick the right clubs. The whole goal on that hole is to get an eagle. Okay? Get your eagle, make your putt, move on to the next hole. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Monster Marsh tournament and Monday's qualifying practice round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.